What's up, YouTube? I'm Shanti Hall, and this is Game Talk. Before I get into this video, I just want to say that I'm looking for people to start the NBA podcast with. So if you're interested in that, hit me up on Twitter. My link's in the description, or leave a comment and I'll contact you. But yeah, let's get into it. For today's game, we have the New York Knicks versus the Portland Trail Blazers. I wanted to watch this game because Damian Lillard's been dominating since the All-Star break, and I had to see it for myself. Before I get into my thoughts on the game, let's talk about the numbers. The final score of the game was 87-111 with Portland taking the win. For the Blazers, Damian Lillard had 37 points, CJ McCollum had 19 points, 6 rebounds and 4 assists, and Shabazz Napier had 12 points and 4 assists. As a team, the Blazers shot 43% overall, 60% from behind the three-point line, 87% from the free throw line. For the Knicks, Tim Hardaway Jr. had 19 points and 4 rebounds, Enes Kanter had 18 points and 11 rebounds, and Michael Beasley had 16 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Overall, the Knicks shot 42% from the field, 36% from the three-point line, and 60% from the free throw line. Alright, so now that we've gotten the numbers out the way, I want to start off by talking about the Blazers. And one of the first things I noticed for the Blazers was that their guards were getting very good inside penetration. This allowed for the Blazers to get some easy looks, especially from behind the three-point line. And speaking of the three-point line, it seemed like the Blazers couldn't miss tonight. They made 23s, shooting 60%. I believe the Knicks did a pretty poor job contesting some of their threes, but some of them were contested, so I think it was just a hot shooting night for the Blazers. One negative thing I will say for the Blazers, though, was that they could have done a much better job taking care of the ball. They had 19 turnovers, which isn't as big a deal against the Knicks because they're at the bottom of the league in transition scoring, but against a better team, a team with players that can run, that could be a real problem. Something else I noticed for the Blazers that could probably be overlooked was that they did a good job getting Yusuf Nurkic the ball in the post, as well as Evan Turner when he had Tim Hardaway Jr. on him. The Knicks really don't have anybody that can defend down there, so it led to some pretty easy baskets. The last thing I want to say for the Blazers was that they did a great job crashing the offensive glass. They got some really great second opportunities just because they were out hustling the Knicks. And those are really all my thoughts for the Blazers. Now moving on to the Knicks. And the first thing I noticed for the Knicks was that they need to learn to stay in front of people defensively. I said the Blazers guards got good inside penetration earlier, but honestly it didn't look that hard. They would literally blow by any Knicks guard besides Frank almost as soon as they came up the court. Which actually brings me to my second point about the Knicks. I'm not sure why Emmanuel Mudiay is their starting point guard. I understand that he's younger than Trey Burke, but Trey Burke's only 25. He puts forth more effort on defense, and he's a better playmaker and scorer. Not to say that either of them will be the Knicks point guard of the future, because I still believe that'll be Frank, but Emmanuel Mudiay's ceiling, to me at least, seems to be a backup point guard. Something else I noticed for the Knicks was that they could have done a much better job pushing the pace. Like I said earlier, the Blazers had 19 turnovers, and the Knicks only had 16 points off of those turnovers. I think they're a team that prefers to play in the half court, but if you have easy buckets, especially against a hot team like the Blazers, you gotta take them. The last thing that I want to say for the Knicks was that they needed to do a much better job closing out on shooters. I don't really care how hot a team is, they shouldn't be hitting 23s on you. And if they are, you're doing a really bad job defending the three-point line. But those are all my thoughts for this game. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and like it. If you want more NBA videos, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you guys next time.